welcome to the holiday edition of CPS360. I'm Mariah Doss.
And I'm Mariah Poe. First up in today's news, Erica and I had the chance to go to the bridge and witness the Hickman Academy of Rock perform.
The bridge in downtown Columbia has always housed various talented locals, covering a wide range of musical styles. The bridge opened its doors to a unique group of musicians, students in the Hickman Academy of Rock.
This club that you get to discover new music, and kids kind of bring in, or not kids, but people at the school bring in like what music they want to play.
The concert featured several different bands and created the opportunity for these young musicians to create music on stage.
It was good for these kids who like music so much to pick up an instrument and be like, hey, we're gonna kick some butt.
Take me to church, I was like a dog at the shiny of light.
Many students did not realize the joy they would get from entertaining a crowd.
We got to see their talent and everyone else's talent, and everyone got to show off a little bit. That was my favorite part.
But most importantly, students remember why they continued to be surrounded by talented peers.
We're people. Our opinions matter, our voices are heard through our music, and it's very powerful, actually.
Without the Academy of Rock, these students would not be able to showcase what they love most.
Wow, it looks like you guys had a lot of fun. There's a lot of great talent there.
It really was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got the chance to go.
Next up, Ronnie and Nick discuss a daily challenge students face while at school.
In today's society, internet connection is a must. Without a decent connection to the internet, all of our modern day technology, like our computers and cell phones, would have no use to us. With the semester coming to an end at Rockbridge High School, students are depending much more on the internet to complete last-minute assignments and study for dreadful upcoming finals. The school internet allows just that, as it is free and open to connect to and use. Unfortunately, students claim that the internet isn't exactly meeting their standards and is causing high levels of frustration during a significant time like finals week.
I think because there's so many people on it at once trying to do so many things, so it really slows down. And then, yeah, everyone's on it, so it's slow, and then you can't do your homework, and then you're like, why didn't you do homework? Oh, the Wi-Fi didn't work at school.
I'd say it's pretty dependable. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're on a computer, I'd say it's pretty dependable, you know. Sometimes it's got restrictions on stupid stuff. But.
And the students aren't the only ones who are dissatisfied.
I do feel like the speed is an issue. Sometimes it's slow, and I think there's other times when it works just fine. But as always, it could be probably improved in terms of speed and total coverage in all parts of the building.
Mr. Murphy, the head media specialist at Rockbridge, knows the school Wi-Fi could be better, but believes it will meet its potential.
We still have a long ways to go. I'm not completely satisfied with what we have. Basically, we're operating on the very edge of what we can do. We need more bandwidth, we need a better filter, we need more to handle everything that we're doing. Compared to what we were last year at this time, we're way better.
So the next time you're on a school computer and your Wi-Fi connection is non-existent, don't blame your school. Be considerate and remember they are doing everything they can to fix these issues and to ensure you have the best web surfing experience when you connect to CPS Wireless. With the assistance of Nick Viscara, I'm Ranjanae Hill, CPS 360.
I agree, the poor connection is very frustrating. Angel introduces us to the nursing class offered at the Career Center. This class gives students an early insight into the medical field.
I'm a registered nurse, and this is my third year teaching for the Columbia Public School Systems.
Ms. Canaan teaches young students how to become the future nurses and CNS.
It is a healthcare professions class. You know, I think a lot of people think of us as a CNA class, but we're much more than that. The students do sit for their CNA exam, and if they meet all the qualifications, they will become a certified nurse's assistant. Watch their pupils after about 15 seconds of having their eyes closed and how they respond.
Well, you have to be like caring and understanding about a lot of things. You have to be there for them, and if they get agitated, like you have to find out like what's wrong, how can I fix it, how can I help you. It's just about trying to help like them and fulfill their needs. My name is Riley. I want to be a nurse whenever I go to college. That's what I want to go to school for. is nursing. I want to get my nursing degree.
Professions like the speakers we're having today, there's a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, a social worker who happens to also case manage.
Talk a little bit about speech-language therapy. Speech-language therapy can, the speech therapist will work with individuals.
I'm Sierra Smith. I'm a senior at Hickman High School. To become a nurse, I've been studying to be a nurse since I was in 10th grade, so I really like this field. So my family members are in the medical field, so I kind of got interested into it too. And it's kind of nice knowing a lot about the human body and what it does, and you know, trying to be able to look at someone and be like, oh, I think you are sick with this or whatever. So.
I spoke to Sarah Smith about her nursing class, and here she is telling us about what they do in this class.
Well, we just got our CPR certification, and we go into the lab over there and we practice on the little dummies, and then we go to the nursing home and we work for 6 months, and then we take a test at the end of the year, and then if we pass, we become a CNA.
That class honestly looks like a lot of fun. We're so lucky to have such cool classes offered here at the Career Center. Day today takes us behind the scenes to look at the unseen heroes of the school system.
There's a secretary at Battle High School who doesn't get the credit when it's due. A lovely lady named Miss Wilson, who keeps a smile on your face and hers too.
What do you do here at Battle High School?
I'm the guidance secretary, where I help answer the phones, I help students that come in, or I help parents, and I try to help out the counselors as much as I can.
Do you like your job?
I love my job. I love working here at Battle. I think it's a great experience. I love the kids, especially the ones that are really fun. And I think it's a good opportunity for whenever my kids get older with colleges, and I love to help the counselors.
If you could pick any type of job besides being a secretary, what would you choose at Battle?
I think it would be fun to be able to teach cooking classes or be able to take some of them, because I love to cook. So that might be a possibility.
How do you deal with the disrespectful kids here?
I try to correct them, and if they say, oh, I need something, I'm like, can you please, or can I please have this? I try and talk to them in a nice way to see if maybe they'll turn around and be nice back, and usually that works.
The student, how does he feel towards Miss Wilson and Mr. Beener?
How do you think Miss Wilson deals with all the chaotic kids here at Battle?
She takes control of them. Whenever they're like mean and stuff, she makes them act right when they need to.
Do you think Miss Wilson is very helpful here at Battle?
Yes, when I first came here, she helped me with a lot of stuff. She helped me get to my classes. She'll help me understand where all the classrooms are when I run places.
If you could think, what will Battle be without Miss Wilson?
Different.
How different?
It wouldn't be the same. She brings a lot of laughter and joy into the front office.
Here at Battle.
Miss Wilson is seriously the most important part of the guidance hallway. Without her, I don't know what we'd do. She is amazing. She does everything from enrollments to the passes going out to students, and that may not seem like much, but it really is a hectic job. Students that come to see us about anything from schedule changes to personal issues to college planning, she kind of puts them in order for us and lets us, able to do our jobs a lot easier without having to worry about the organizational part of it.
Do you think you can last a day in Miss Wilson's shoes?
No, I've covered her desk when she's eaten lunch before, and it was terrible. The phone's always ringing, people are asking you questions that I didn't know. I really just don't know how she does it. She's up there doing copies and talking to parents and working with students all at the same time. I can multitask, but not like her.
So remember, next time you come to Battle, don't forget to tell Miss Wilson, Merry Christmas, and have a great day.
I never knew how important and how hardworking the secretaries really are. Selma and Tatum take us to the annual event at Rockbridge, Breakfast with Santa.
Every December, Rockbridge High School hosts an event that is very special to the children of Columbia. Breakfast with Santa is a fun-filled morning for kids of all ages to come to the school to hang out with Santa, eat yummy treats, and do all kinds of fun arts and crafts. This event, which is hosted by Rockbridge seniors and parent volunteers, takes weeks of hard work and preparation to perfect.
Well, we had meetings every single Wednesday for the past month and a half probably, and so the seniors on the student council had to pretty much get in committees and plan everything. So I was personally in charge of the publicity. So I walked in the parade and made flyers and tickets and posters and emailed preschools, just trying to get the word out about this event.
Kids and volunteers alike have fun celebrating the magic of Christmas together at this event. No matter young or old, Christmas is a holiday loved by all, especially by Santa himself.
I've done this for many, many years. I'm just always impressed with the elves that help, the whole organization of it, the project that you have, and the kids seem to really enjoy it.
Awesome.
At the end of the day, Santa and his elves return to the workshop. The kids go home with happy hearts, but no one leaves Rockbridge without a renewed appreciation for the true spirit of Christmas.
I'm Mariah Doss.
And I'm Mariah Poe.
Thanks for watching CPS 360.
Now here's our sports anchor, Lauren Jaco.
Hi, I'm Lauren with your sports highlights. With the semester winding down, winter sports in Columbia's high school are just now getting started. First, let's take a look at Rockbridge boys basketball with Drew and Colin as their varsity team plays Liberty North.
The varsity Bruins men's basketball team played Liberty North at the Norm Stewart Classic, held at Columbia College. Ryan Krecklow gets the rebound and puts it back up for an and one for the game's first basket. He would knock down the free throw. A free throw for Liberty North would give them their first point of the contest. On the break, Ryan Krecklow again with a three-pointer to make the score 16-1. Justin Hadjasek would knock down two free throws to make the score 24-4 late in the first half. The Bruins kept pushing and would blow out Liberty North with a score of 53-24.
Just as victorious as their varsity team, Drew and Colin also got the scoop on the freshman boys at Rockbridge as they play Hickman.
The freshmen's Bruins men's basketball team battled their crosstown rival Hickman. Rockbridge started off fast as Evan Rotterman hits a three for the first bucket of the game. After Hudson Dubinsky hit two free throws, the score was 5-0 right out of the gate. After great ball movement and an excellent pass, Drew Boswell is freed up for the easy layup. Hickman continued to struggle as the score was 10-0 after the first quarter. To start the second quarter, Sam Rensler is open for the easy bucket. The Bruins kept up the dominance and won in a blowout, 43-13. Good job, Bruins.
Even after losing major players from last year, Hickman's boys basketball are still winning games back-to-back. Here's Mariah with a look at the boys in the Norm Stewart Classic at Columbia College against Kirkwood.
The following night, the QP boys basketball team took on the Kirkwood Pirates in their round of the Norm Stewart Classic. Senior Jimmy Witt led the team in scoring and points. Sophomore Thomas Dutton led the team in blocks. By halftime, the QPs had a small lead over the Pirates. After halftime, the QPs began to pull away and won the game 71-47. Way to go, Cubes.
Before the boys get their spotlight on the floor at Columbia College, the girls basketball team from Hickman got their turn. Here's Mariah with the updates.
This past Friday, the Hickman High School girls basketball team took on the Kickapoo High School Chiefs in the annual Norm Stewart Classic at Columbia College. Hickman started the game without senior Michaela Logan and used sophomore Nigel White. Senior Emily Miller led the team in scoring. Despite the effort by the QBs, Hickman was down at halftime in a close battle against the Chiefs and hoping for a second half comeback. Sadly, the Lady Cupies were unable to grasp a hold of the lead and fell to the Lady Chiefs 38-46.
A week after their game at Columbia College, the girls played Jeff City girls basketball team. Let's check out those highlights. Wednesday, December 17th, the girls basketball team at Hickman traveled to Jeff City to play against the Lady Jays. The girls ended the first quarter down 14-9. Beginning of the fourth quarter, the girls were up 45-34. After a hard fight, the girls came out on top, ending the game 56-46, with Emily Miller leading in points and Katie Storm leading in rebounds. From the same high school, here's a look at Hickman's wrestling team with Ethan.
The Hickman High School wrestling team hosted the Moberly Spartans in a recent match. Even though the Cupies were missing several players due to injury and illness, the family members in attendance were still enthusiastic about the match. Hickman fell behind from the beginning. The Spartans defeated the Cupies in both of the first two lightweight matches. No matter what happened, Coach Dan Pieper supported his players. The highlight of the night was Max Perry's match, in which he won due to a rules infraction committed by the Spartans player, who put Perry in an illegal headlock.
And we have an illegal headlock, 1 green.
Every player showed respect for one another with a handshake after each match. The Spartans defeated the Cupies with a score of 65-7. For CPS360, this is Ethan Reasoner signing off.
Here's a look at the girls basketball team at Rockbridge as they start their season off.
It's not very often that high school sports teams can call themselves dynasties. Here at Rockbridge High School, the Lady Bruins are fortunate enough to say that. For the past 3 years, the Rockbridge girls basketball team has won the Missouri Class 5 state title with little contest. Hard work from players, most notably Sophie Cunningham, have made this feat possible. With the new season underway, the pressure is on.
I mean, I think every time you win a state championship, you have a little more pressure the next year because you have a huge bullseye on your back. But really, you don't really think about it. You're just trying to go hard every single game and take one game at a time.
Sophie's hard work landed her a scholarship to the University of Missouri, which she received and accepted during her freshman year of high school.
The ball's over here. You're going to go out.
But Sophie is just one among two Mizzou signees. Star center Sierra Porter committed as well as a freshman, and is also a huge catalyst in the Bruins' success.
Like it says, like winning tradition of excellence. Like we know nothing other than winning, and so it's like a fun thing to be a part of.
Unlike her current and future teammate, Sierra says the pressure to win isn't there.
We just have fun. We don't even think about like expectations from other people. It's just what like we just push ourselves, and so we don't really have a problem with pressure.
Hey guys, bring up the energy. Bring up the energy and focus.
Leadership, hard work, and let's not forget expert coaching all lead up to superb basketball.
We really try and take it one day at a time, and I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. You have to. You can't get to step B if you don't take care of A first, and so that's really kind of how we look at it, even within practice, breaking things down, working on our offense first, then working on our defense first, and then our offense, and just taking it one step at a time and making sure that we're getting better with every drill, with every offensive set we're working on. Trap.
Whether it be major adversity or minor distractions, Coach Nagel's one-step-at-a-time plan seems to be working, as the Bruins are 4-0 on the season. State championship hopes are high, as always, and these ladies expect nothing less. With CPS 360, I'm Drew Fougere.
Team, 1, 2, 3.
And last but certainly not least, here's Ethan with your NASCAR Minute.
I'm Ethan Reasoner. This is your monthly minute of NASCAR. Jimmy Johnson won the Sprint Cup race at Texas on November 2nd. On the penultimate restart, Brad Keselowski made contact with Jeff Gordon that cut his tire. This led to a post-race fight on pit road. Keselowski redeemed himself by winning the Nationwide Series race at Phoenix on November 8th. Chase Elliott clinched the Nationwide Series championship. Kevin Harvick won his way into the championship finale. Ryan Newman made this move on Kyle Larson on the final lap to advance to NASCAR's Final Four. Matt Crafton won his second consecutive Camping World Truck Series championship at Homestead on November 14th. The next day, Matt Kenseth won the Nationwide race. Chase Elliott became the youngest Nationwide Series champion at 18 years, 11 months. Championship favorite Kevin Harvick held off Ryan Newman to win the race and his first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series championship on November 16th. For CPS 360, this is Ethan Reasoner signing off.
Happy holidays from CPS360. We are tragic.